everybody. I am Marilee Burnett, your tarot reader, back with the messages for the week of February 19th of 2024. And this will include messages for the full moon in Virgo. So let's jump right in. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe so that you get notifications that these videos are up and ready for you to review, and share my work with anyone that you think could benefit from it. If you're new to watching this card portion, I will draw a card for each one of the signs, and you want to make sure that you're watching for your sun, moon, and rising sign. Now, as we get into the Virgo full moon, it's going to depend on your actual chart, so you always want to have one prepared so that you know which house will be affected for your sun, moon, and rising sign. Now, rising sign is what we typically see showing up in our day-to-day life. It's easier to identify, but all the others are just as important. The moon is about your emotions during the full moon, and the sun is your internal self. So let's jump right in. I have shuffled the card, I have asked the questions, and let's see what's up, starting with Aries. All right. Well, Aries, you are kicking us off with the Fool card, and I'm going to zoom in here, so give me a minute. All right. Aries, so the Fool card is always a great card because this means this is a whole fresh new start this week for you. So there is something where you have to really decide that you're letting go of the past and taking a giant leap of faith in order to experience something new. And that will go too for the full moon. So it would sound like during that full moon in Virgo, Aries, there's something that you're completing, and it might have to do with work because this happens in your 6th house, which does rule the work we do and the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. So it sounds like an exciting week ahead for you, Virgo. Let me know in the comments how that turns out for you. Up next, Taurus. Taurus. So you have some decisions to make. The Two of Wands presents itself a lot of times when you're considering two potential paths that are related to the work that you do. It does not matter which path you choose, so don't waste a lot of energy going back and forth. Listen to the voice within that's very calm and comforting and supportive, and it will guide you. Now, the number 2 has a lot to do with balance, so the choice you make should be one where you feel most in balance. Now, for the full moon in Virgo, Taurus, this is happening in your 5th house. So there's something coming to completion that has to do with romance. It could have to do with your children. And when we focus in on joy, that is the key to you having a very successful full moon event in Virgo. So drop a note below, Taurus, on what you are hoping for this week. Geminis. The Queen of Wands. So you are feeling fully empowered this week, Geminis, with the Queen of Wands. So she is very strong, very independent, and again, very passionate. Whenever we're working with the wand energy, we're working on things that are fire, things that motivate us and help us feel really passionate. So there is something about this week that helps you feel really fired up. Now, it could also be that this is a woman that you are interacting with this week, Gemini. Maybe it's your mom, because this is happening in your 4th house of home and family. And if it's just goals for you for this Virgo full moon that involve your home, then maybe this woman's your realtor. This is somebody who's very helpful to you regardless of the situation. So be sure and drop a note below about what you're hoping comes to fruition in your 4th house of home and family. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Well, you have the Judgment card. So this is our first major arcana card of the week. And this card presents itself when you've been basically completing some phase of life. And this is it. This is Judgment Day. This is how have you been doing on your journey, on your quest, right? These tarot cards tell the story of the Fool. If you were Aries, you saw that earlier. And you saw that it takes a lot of faith and trust. And so now you get to almost the end of the quest. And this is a grade. This is your report card. How did you do? So it's a big, important week, also with the number 2. So there's an important part of balance that is showing up for you this week as well. And then we have for you that full moon in Virgo is happening in your 3rd house. And the 3rd house rules communication, community, can be transportation. It could be a goal of yours is to take some kind of a small trip or some trip within your community or with your cousins. So what's your goal, Cancer? Put a note below, and I'm wishing you all the good karma in the world. And up next we have Leo. And Leo, you have the 4 of Swords. So for you, this week is about rest and recuperation and recovery. And this is a great week for doing things like meditation, breath work, maybe hypnosis. It's not a time where you want to be out in the world attacking things. This is a time for being withdrawn. The swords rule our thoughts. So there's some attention that you want to be paying to as far as your thoughts go. Now, maybe those thoughts have something to do with the money you make. Maybe this is a week where you need to release all of those false beliefs, that imposter syndrome, whatever is keeping you from achieving your goals, because that Virgo full moon in your 2nd house is trying to help you as far as achieving your financial goals this week. But maybe you need to get out of your head, and maybe you're just burning the candle at both ends and you just don't have enough energy to pursue the goals that you know you should. All right, Leos, let me know how that goes for you. Next, it is our Virgos. And this, of course, is happening in your 1st house since it is a Virgo full moon. And we have another major arcana card. So the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man, is a week where you should be approaching things from a new and different perspective. So this is a time of deep thought. It is a time of letting information come to you. It's a good week to wear blue so that you can call in the thoughts, work on clearing your throat chakra, clearing your mind. So this, again, can be epiphanies. And then when we have this happening in our 1st house, Virgos, this is a personal goal. This could be you reinventing yourself. This could be you going through kind of a physical makeover, because the 1st house is how other people see us. So there's a really big, important week ahead for you. And the 12 becomes the number 3, which is about your creative side. So if there is something around some kind of creative project that you have been contemplating, you may get the answers in the direction that you need this week. All right, up next we have Libra. Libras, looks like you have the Knight of Cups. So that means that there is the potential for somebody to come in this week and share their heart and share their feelings with you. So if you've been clearing away all those relationships that do not work for you because of the fact that the South Node is going through your sign, then now's the time that you can see Mr. Right or Miss Right come in, because of the fact that you've done the work and you've been willing to let go of those people or situations that do not serve you. but somebody is definitely sharing their feelings with you this week. Be sure to be open to receiving them, and let me know if you're looking for love. Drop a heart below. Now, before I take that away, Libras, you have this full moon in Virgo happening in your 12th house. Now, the 12th house is where things can be hidden. So with the full moon there illuminating the 12th house, again, there is something that can come to you in a dream. There is something that you may need to pay attention to as far as where is your head, where are your thoughts going. And in some cases, this rules large institutions. So if there is some kind of a goal with the work that you do with the organization that you're a part of, then that would be coming to an end. And maybe this person is coming in to help you conclude your goals this week. All right. Let me know how that turns out for you, Libras. Next, we have Scorpio. And Scorpio, you have the 8 of Pentacles. So this is a good week for you to basically go back to school. Whatever you consider your craft, when we see the 8 of Pentacles, there's more studying that we need to do. There's more attention to detail, perhaps based on whatever it is that you're working on, or maybe you just literally are signing up to take a class, maybe do a certification. But there's a lot of good potential that whatever you work on this week can have a financial benefit for you because it's the 8 of Pentacles. Now, with the full moon in Virgo happening in your 11th house, perhaps this is a class that you're taking somewhere where you go to meet other people, like-minded people, for instance, because that 11th house is your friends and your networking groups. Maybe you as a group decide that you want to take some kind of a class together. So it's definitely a great week to open your mind. And as a result of what you learn, you could increase your finances. Let me know, Scorpios, how that goes for you. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Prince of Swords, which in traditional tarot is the Page of Swords, which is a new idea, new information. The pages are the messengers, right? Kind of like Mercury in the planets, and they come from the other kingdoms to share information. And the swords, of course, rule our mind, they rule information, they rule our conversations. So there is somebody that you will engage with this week who brings you new information. And that new information may have something to do with your career because this is happening in your 10th house. And that, of course, is the house that rules our career, it rules our fame, it rules our reputation. It rules our status. Sometimes you can see this as marriage proposal. So I can't wait to hear, Sagittarius, what changes for you this week, and let me know in the comments. Next up, we have Capricorn. Oh, great card, Capricorns. So Sun, Moon, and Rising Capricorns, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And we get the Wheel of Fortune, just like the game show, it is spinning and moving you forward. And fate is driving this. And as it does, it is bringing you a wonderful success. So that will be an amazing week for you ahead. And then that full moon in Virgo will happen in your 9th house. The 9th house rules higher learning, higher education. It can be spirituality. It can be a spiritual mentor, and it can be foreign countries, foreign places. So maybe the Wheel of Fortune is taking you to a foreign country. That should be pretty exciting. So let me know in the comments, Capricorn, what you're hoping for. Aquarius. Well, Aquarius, you have some important people that you're interacting this week, the King of Pentacles specifically, which is somebody who could be making you some kind of a job offer. This makes me think of the military. Like if you're in the military, you're receiving some kind of an award, potentially, or maybe this is like some kind of a 5-star general that comes in and grants you the medal that you've won or deserved. So that's really exciting. If it is a job opportunity that you're interested in, this is a great one. And so trust this person. The King of Pentacles is very grounded, very responsible, of course, financially doing very well. So if you meet this person and you're looking to date somebody, well, this is a good option for you. This is also happening from the full moon in Virgo perspective in your 8th house. So this person could help you go through a complete transformation. Whatever they're bringing in, whatever they're offering you is going to create a huge amount of change in your life. So let me know, Aquarius, how that turns out for you. And last but not least, we have Pisces. And Pisces, the Lover's card. So Pisces, the Lover's card is just how it looks. You are interacting with somebody who is a very serious relationship. Now, you may already be in a very serious relationship, and there's something that really draws the two of you together this week. Or if you are interested in meeting somebody new, this is a soulmate. This is a very important relationship that can begin this week. It's very exciting. And when you add that to the full moon that happens in your 7th house of marriage, I want to know who meets this person this week, because it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful relationship ahead for you. So definitely drop some love below to call yours in. All right. Exciting. If you want to know more about the full moon, you of course can schedule a reading with me where I could get very specific, either with the cards or with astrology or both. And if you just want to read more detail, I have a great article out there on my website, and you want to definitely read what's coming up for the rest of February. So go to my website. I'll have the links down below. Read those articles so that you're fully prepared for the week ahead. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that gives me 15, 20 minutes of your day. And I hope that you have an amazing week, and keep me posted. Take care. And I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Go check out the Astro lesson also on my YouTube channel to see the full week broken down day by day. Take care.